Hello everyone, my name is Beckett and welcome back to the channel. And today in Division 2, we're going to be checking out all the vendors. Most of their goods have reset. We're going to be seeing if there's anything worth picking up today, anything worth saving for when that optimization station gets nerfed. And as always, I'm not going to read out every stat. I believe all you guys can read. But before we get started, if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe. And if you like the video, smash that like button. Alright, we're over here at the Washington, DC vendor, and the first thing we have is the Grudge, and it comes with an amazing talent, Perfect Vindictive. Every time you kill an enemy with a status effect, you get an additional 18% critical hit chance and 18% critical hit damage for 20 seconds. Now this is really great for a great support build for your team. Not only this, it works very well if you want to run this with your ongoing directive set. Although we don't have that good of a role, I would pass on this. You can always find something better out in the open world. It drops fairly often. Alright, the first piece we have is the Caesar's Guard. This is a named Empress International. It comes with perfectly skilled. Skill kills have a 30% chance to reset skill cooldowns. Not a bad talent. I prefer others in its place, but it does work for certain builds. Comes with pretty nice skill haste, and you can always reroll to skill damage or status effects depending on your build. Next we have the ongoing Directive Backpack. Not a bad weapon damage roll. I would always re-roll to status effects. We have Hardwired Backpack. Very nice. Pretty much essential if you plan on running a full hardwired build. And then we have the Eclipse Protocol gloves. Again, roll this to status effects to get the most bang for your buck. Alright, we're over here at the campus settlement, and the only really thing we have is the Scalpel, and this is the new named marksman rifle, and it comes with future perfection. Although this is a great talent, and especially if you're trying to get yourself overcharged, I really do not like this. It's very hard to get a kill, especially with a full skill build. You're better off using the Mechanical Animal, which is another named weapon, or just go ahead and grab any M1A and throw Future Perfection on it, because we're just trying to get ourselves overcharged. I found out using this with my latest build that I did a couple days ago, and I was just having trouble getting a kill. The shots just weren't doing enough damage, and by the time I was able to do some damage, someone would either steal the kill or my turrets would steal the kill. So just pass on this unless you are running like a hybrid red build, and then it might work out. Alright, the first thing we have is the Baker's Dozen, and not really a bad roll at all. If I was going to pick it up, I would re-roll to damage to target out of cover and just hold on to this until the optimization station receives a heavy nerf, and then you can start optimizing it, and it's going to be a very good gun. Usually I will use this as my secondary if I'm running an AR build, my chameleon build, any one of those builds, and it's just something that you can't get to without either getting killed or just outranging you. This is a great gun. You can really just spam it. Next we have this SOG 12, and the best thing about this is take this to the recal library. As you can see, I do not have 10% damage out of cover to my recal library yet, so I'm going to pick that up. And honestly, yeah, just pick that up, because usually when you get a weapon with 10% damage out of cover, you usually don't want to recal it, so it ends up just sitting in your bags until you can re-roll it or optimize it to something preferable. Alright guys, so we have the claws out again. I guess certain big YouTubers have been complaining about exclusives too much, and it's just too hard to go out to the DZ and get them. So if you haven't got this yet, go ahead and pick this up. You can always re-roll that skill tier to weapon damage. Really great thing. You can do a lot of things with this build, and it's really fun. You can mix it in with Lady Death and actually do some crazy amount of damage. Next thing we have is the Negotiators Dilemma Mask. I would just wait till you can find a better one. That much damage just really isn't that good, and there's always much better rolls out there. Next, we have another Negotiator's Dilemma. Again, very low mid-tier roll. You can always find a better roll out in the open world. Alright, we're over here at DZ South, and we have the Ferocious Calm. This is the named Fenris chest, and it comes with perfect overwatch. After you stay in cover for 8 seconds, you and your allies gain 12% weapon damage and 12% skill damage. Now, I don't think this is that practical of a talent, because sometimes you just can't stay in cover, although it does keep it up if you move cover to cover, but are we always going to be doing that? I really don't think so. I really don't use this talent that often. It works for like very niche builds, but honestly, I would just pass on it. As you can see, the rolls are not that great. Next, we have the Aces and 8 backpack. mid-tier rolls, I would just pass on that. The Eclipse Protocol chess piece, not bad status effects rolls. If you are looking for a decent piece and you do not have that max status effects yet, go ahead and pick that up. Alright, we have the Everlasting Gaze again, and I had to go back to my last week's video and I was like, did they forget to reset the vendors? And no, it's a different role, but I think they left the intern in charge and they're just like, oh, copy and paste for a couple weeks and we'll be good when we get back from vacation. So this is a really great rifle and you should really pick this up for any status effect build. Works very great with those Eclipse Protocol status builds. Every time you get a headshot, you get a plus 50% status effect damage and duration, and that's going to do some huge amount of damage. Now it has a cooldown of 16 seconds, so you just pop this every time you pop your fire starter or whatever build you are using for your EP, and it is amazing. It is worth going out there and getting those resources. Next, we have the tip of the spear, just a mid-tier roll gloves. Just go ahead and pass on this. And we also have ongoing Directive knee pads, again, mid-tier roll, nothing really to write home about. Now that's all we have for the vendors this week. We will be doing Cassie tomorrow, and I will be doing a video on the new global event. Well, not the new global event, but the latest one. Not a very fun one, but we do have the global event shop in town, so that should be exciting. And if you're looking for other videos, I do build videos, tutorials, Division 2 news, everything for old players to new players and everything in between. And thanks again for watching.